in Kenya's democratic principles. Grace Nganga KTN.
Still in politics, a crop of new and young politicians is pushing for a generational change within their parties, causing unease within the country's major formations.
At the heart of it is a political scheme to capitalize on the shifting wave of politics driven by the young generation against the old guards.
Will they manage to destabilize the status quo?
Well, Jeff Kirui interrogates.
Yeah.
As the 2027 general election approaches, a wind of change is blowing in the political landscape, seeking to destabilize the status quo. Youthful leaders are causing jitters among the old guards in readiness for the upcoming poll. The leaders are propagating a narrative of generational change. In Raila Odinga's ODM fold, several young legislators have taken the mantle as an alternative voice in an environment dominated by the old guard. They include the party's Secretary General Edwin Sifuna, Saboti MP Caleb Amisi, and Embakasi East legislator Babu Owino. A trio that has set tongues wagging, openly dismissing the cooperation deal between their party leader and President William Ruto.
For me, ukiniuliza kama Sifuna, ule mkataba tuliandika na UDA is of no use as I speak today. Haina kazi hiyo mkataba. Kwa sababu inawezekanaje tunaandikishana tuseme hamtaua vijana. Kijana anachukuliwa kutoka kwao, anapelekwa mpaka Nairobi anawao kwa sale.
Public utterances that construe that we ODM are going to rally behind William Ruto in 2027, which is not the case. And if that happens, then Caleb Amisi will not be part of that arrangement. That will be our point of departure with the ODM party.
The young Turks are rocking Raila Odinga's ODM party as much as President William Ruto's Kenya Kwanza. In President Ruto's camp, his fierce defenders are now turning to ruthless critics of his administration, among them Kiharu MP Ndindi Nyoro.
You are in a government office. You don't want to be criticized. You don't want Kenyans to give your opinions about your conduct. Safari ni moja tu.
According to political analysts, to challenge the establishment requires not just the will but also financial muscle.
The sort of networking you need, the sort of resources you need, may be the undoing of these young politicians. However, it is still possible to mobilize. Other countries have done it. It's possible to mobilize without resources. So it's a challenge. I'm not saying it's not doable.
The youthful leaders are riding with the wave of young generations in Kenya who have turned out against the Kenya Kwanza administration, characterized by protest and rage online on social media platforms.
To change the mindset of the Kenyan voter is not that easy. So that somebody like Babu Owino, Sifuna, and the others can very easily say, we can form a political party and get the Kenyan population to support us. It's not impossible, but it's difficult. But there is a window through the Gen Z. If they are able to mobilize the Gen Z properly, then they don't need money. They just need the brains and the courage.
Jeff Kirui, KTN.
Now let's circle back to Stephen Munyaho's story, the Kenyan man who spent